So in this lecture we'll be talking about what is meant by individual stressors. So there are many things that we'll be talking in this topic. There are certain factors which are individual in nature and it can cause stress. What are those? They can be personality. As I told you earlier also, there are different types of personality. You don't have any control in that because it is genetically, done that way. You only have the consequences. You won't be able to change your personality, but with practice, with maybe outer guidance in the sense, there are certain life coaches who can help you with those things to calm down and all. So this is very important term nowadays because life coaches was something which we never heard of earlier. But to combat these types of stress in life nowadays, there is a lot of scope in this field also. So let's go back to this topic which says personality. So as I said, there are two types of personality, type A and type B. I did talk about it earlier also. Again, I'm going to stretch it again because it's important to know what type of personality you are before you can help yourself. And in your friend circle, in your family, in your near and dear one, in your inner circle, you should know the personality of your people so that you know what type of people they are, what type of person that person is, so that you can lend your hand for help. If you don't know, there is no point of, you won't be able to do any justice because there are two types of personality. One is type A and type B. So type A people, they always are restless. I'm going to write it here for you. And it's a very important point. Please आप इसका screenshot लिख लेना बाद में. Type A people, they are always restless. ठीक है? They are always always on their toe. They are always on their toe. They never relax. In fact, when they relax, they feel guilty while relaxing because that's not their habit. They had so much strain, उन्होंने इतना strain अभी तक लिया है all the time that they feel it is wrong to have some moments of rest. They get irritated. They are irritated by mistakes, even if it is by them or by others. Their own mistakes also, and other people's mistake also. So they get irritated easily because they are they are perfectionist. They want everything in order, and life is never perfect. Everything cannot be in proper order. Life is all about imperfection, and though we say our life is in order, no, something or the other, something will go off. They will not, these type of people, they will not like even if your geyser stop working or you have a breakdown of a car. They will hate it, but because they are not cool. They know it that it is going to happen. After all, it is a machine. It is going to say no. But these people, they are not ready for that. They want that everything should go in perfect order all the time. They are impatient. Okay, they don't like even some, if they have to stand in a queue, they will not stand. They just jump the queue. आपने देखा होगा ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं, वो खड़े ही नहीं हो सकते क्यू में. They would find यहाँ पे ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं. They would try to just go ahead and reach there. They are impatient because they dislike waiting. They don't like waiting. Waiting in the queue or waiting for something is very irritable for them. Waiting is irritable for those people. है बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं. मेरी तो फैमिली में ही बहुत सारे हैं. सो आई नो दोज पीपल कि उनको अगर वेट करना पड़े इट बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट. ठीक है, उनके हिसाब से दूसरे लोग वेट करने के लिए बने हैं, बट दे शुड बी गिवन अ प्रॉपर ट्रीटमेंट लाइक किंग साइज. सो ऐसा इफ यू फाइंड समबडी, that means that person is a type A personality. Okay, and another thing is they are multitasker. Multitasker means एक बार में एक काम नहीं करते हैं. They may have a phone in their hand, they may be looking at the TV also, they may be calculating also at the same time, and they may be eating also at the same time. So multitasker, they are always multitaskers because उनको बहुत कुछ अचीव करना है. They are restless. They want कि एक टाइम में बहुत सारे काम खत्म होने चाहिए. So these type of people, they are always under stress. Most of the time they are under stress. ठीक है, they are more affected. While type B on the other hand, I will write with different colors so that you can distinguish. Let me take black color for type B. Okay, so now type B type of people, they are cool. Okay, they are exactly opposite of type A. So they are less affected by the stress, and definitely आप देखो इसका opposite कर लो ना. They are cool, they don't get irritated, they are okay with the mistakes. They know मिस्टेक हुआ तो इट्स ओके, दे विल लर्न. इट्स नॉट दैट दे लाइक मिस्टेक्स. टाइप बी पीपल, दे डोंट लाइक मिस्टेक, बट अगर हुआ दे से ओके, विल लर्न एंड विल गो अहेड. नेक्स्ट टाइम विल नॉट परफॉर्म दिस मिस्टेक. इवन इफ इट हैपन्स नेक्स्ट टाइम, दे सेड विल ट्राई टू अचीव इट बेटर नेक्स्ट टाइम. ओके, दे डोंट मेक अदर पीपल फील गिल्टी कि उन्होंने मिस्टेक किया. इनका एक मंत्र होता है, खुद जियो औरों को भी जीने दो. लिव एंड लेट अदर लिव. बट दीज टाइप ऑफ पीपल, दे आर वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कोप अप. Even if there is one person who is type A personality in a house, that will make बाकी के 6 members who are type B personality, उन सबको भी स्ट्रेस में डाल देता है ये एक पर्सन. You understood? So it is, if there are 6 people who are type B personality, they will have to do something in such a nice manner so that type A person is at rest. Okay, he is not compelled to behave in a way that he does all the time. Okay, now there are other this one first point was personality. I did talk about personality. Now there are other stressors also, like assertiveness. Some people, they are not into habit of assertiveness because it's like always because they lack self-respect. There is always a gap between what is desired and what occurs, and maybe this is a contributor to the stress. So get into the habit of being assertive. Being assertive means declare that this is I am doing this. Then you're not seeking permission, you're not asking question, you are not showing emotion, you are just telling everybody, you are declaring everything. This is what I am, this is what I'm going to do, this is my job, I'm going to give you this. That means that person is very much knows his boundaries. Okay, and always remember, assertive people are always those who are able to take care of the stress. Okay, they are those people who always climb the ladder of success easily because they know what they are doing. I know what I am, right? That type of thing. Okay, then third point is life changes. It could be gradual, like getting old. I'm getting older day by day. I'm not going to have that energy or zeal of a 20-year like you people have got. I know I have to accept that fact that after certain, after 10 or 15 years, I won't be able to, walk the way I'm walking right now. Maybe because I am very health conscious and I go to gym and exercise a lot, so maybe I'll be a better person than those my peer group who are not exercising. But then I know for sure there will be certain life changes, and I have to embrace those life changes with a positive framework of mind. Why? If I start complaining more, oh my god, I have my knees are not working, I'm not able to have that same zeal as I used to have 40 years back or 20 years back, so what I'm doing? I'm only complaining. It is not going to get back to the same thing. So we have to move forward. Some life changes are very slow, like these type of what I've told you, like getting older and not being able to perform, your performance level decreases after a certain time. Okay, so these are slow life changes. Okay, and there are certain life changes which are sudden, which you have no control on. For example, somebody meets with an accident and his limbs are cut or his arm is amputated. So what is that? That is a sudden life change. Or there is a death of your loved one. There is a your property is being snatched because of some legal case and you are on the road. So these are sudden life changes. These things can happen to anybody. I'm not scaring you, but you have to, as a person who is a person who, because you are living a life, you should be prepared for everything. Don't think कि ये मेरे साथ तो नहीं हो सकता. Anything can happen with anybody. So be prepared for that and be a warrior, not a worrier. So life changes के लिए एक मंत्र कि whatever happen, be a warrior. लड़ो, not a worrier. Worry करने से कुछ नहीं होगा ना. So be a warrior. ठीक है? Now, sudden life changes, they are always very, very stressful because you have not been given time to cope. जब slow life changes होते हैं, you are conditioning your mind. You are getting old, so this is bound to happen. Or there is an illness that's not a sudden thing. You are coping it with, because time is a big healer. कहते हैं ना, time is a big healer. But if there is a sudden changes that has happened in your life, for initially you will take, initial period will be very difficult for you to cope up. But later on, it's okay, because we know that time is a big healer. After some time, you will get used to that type of situation. Even if it is the death of a loved one, even if it is a loss of your job, even if it is, change of country, change of place, whatever it could be. So time is a big healer in case there is a sudden life change, or even if it is a slow mein to you are prepared. No. Now next is career changes. Now sometimes what happens is you sometimes switch your job, you change your job, and whenever you are changing a job, maybe there is also a change of place also. That is always a stress, because you have to now go to a new place and adjust yourself, find a new peer group. You don't know what type of person. You have to study each and every individual again, right from the scratch. You are in a new company because you don't know. Some people, they may be very good on face. Some people may not be good at face, but they will never backbite you. Some people will be very, very helpful on the face, but then they will try to cut your roots. So that is career change. Not only it is about what you will be doing in the company that is counted, it is your relationship with all the people around that will also play a havoc in your mind, because you don't know how to behave with somebody. So in the initial in the initial time, what is the Guru mantra here? Be yourself. Don't start backbiting right from the day one. Observe people, try to understand, help everybody in the initial 6 months. Then you will know what type of person everybody is. which person demands your attention, which person is a backbiter, with whom you should spend lot of time. A man is known by the company he keeps. If you like the company of backbiter, if you make a groupism, you don't want to do work and only talk about other people, then you will join that type of group. But if you are, sometime you don't have to join any group because you want to work, but ऐसा नहीं होता है. Then you will be isolated in a company. So career changes में there are so many things that you will have to keep in your mind. Never isolate yourself in a company or an organization. Try to be part of each and every group, though superficially. Give them some time, then say, I have got important work, I have to go. But never exclude yourself totally, because otherwise you will become you will be a bone of contention for them. They will say this person is brewing up something. Maybe this person wants to do extra work and wants to be in the eye of the boss or something. So be a part of that. These are the career changes that sometimes leads to stressors, because they are not told. You are not being guided how to change a career or how to get inside a new company. Okay. Next is frustration level. Let me clear everything from here. Frustration. Now frustration is something that causes stress because you have not been able to achieve something. You get frustrated. When your goals directed behavior is blocked, you get frustrated. When you are not heard, you are frustrated. Management का काम क्या है? Should attempt to remove all those barriers which stop an employee from reaching their goal, so that there is less frustration. When you are not able to accomplish your goals, you are frustrated. So basically what will be you doing? Try to find out those barriers, find out those obstacles, try to find out your own solution. If you are not able to find your own solution, take help from others. Okay. And you should know from whom you have to ask help. So by that time you are already 20, you will be almost reaching 20 years. 18 years to ho gayi. Okay. In 18 years you must have understood that human behavior. Even by spending half an hour with somebody, you can get to know the vibes of that person, whether that person is really a genuine person or is just faking something. Okay. Or gaslighting or something like that. So you have to be very, very careful. Next is, attitude. Attitude is one thing that can take care of everything. Attitude is something that determines a personality. Even if it is a very bad day, you may say that it was a wonderful day, because your attitude was positive throughout the day and you said, I learned a lot of things today. Even though I was under stress so much, so many things were to be done and I was on the verge of breakdown, but it was your attitude which made you a winner at the end of the day. So attitude is about like how you perceive things, how you look at it. Okay. It's your, you can give the same situation, same type of circumstances to two individuals. Both of them will have a different way of looking at it, and the person who will have a positive attitude will come out as a winner. The other person will sulk and find excuses and will not be able to perform the task which is given to him. Okay. So it is all about this, it is all about the attitude. For you, if you have a negative attitude, you will say the glass is half empty. Okay, because you are focusing on the emptiness of the glass. You will say the glass is half empty because you are a negative thinker. But if you are positive, you will say the glass is half full. Now your word of focus is fullness. So in your life also, you may say life is a bed of roses. Okay? This is a positive mindset, positive. But if you are negative, you will say even the rose have got even the rose has got 4 thorns. Even the rose has 4 thorns around it. ऐसे बोलते हैं. अब बताओ, just have a look at it. The negative person is focusing on the thorn, and the positive person is saying life is a bed of roses. He's not focusing at all on the thorns. So the attitude, it is all about attitude. Okay. Now negative thinking में जैसे मैंने बताया, it is basically people who have got negative attitude, they experience more stress in their life. People who have got positive attitude, they will have less stress in, because it is their mindset. I told you na, you can fool your mind very easily. Your mind is your एक और बात बोलते हैं, your mind is your sorry, I'm not able to get that phrase right. Your mind is a best servant and a bad master. I think this is it. So you have to train your mind. You can, if you train your mind, I told you, even a piece of ice cube can become a burning fire, because you have trained your mind in such a way that वो वैसे signals आपकी body में भेजता है. And it is a fact, it has been proven scientifically also, because even if in a very 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 tight situation you start sending positive affirmation to your mind, your body, your everything starts behaving in a positive manner, because we condition our mind in such a way. So it's all about attitude कहते हैं. So always remember, it's all about attitude, and keep this mind in your mind all the time. Now some people have got the habit of perfectionism. जैसे मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया, perfectionist जो होते हैं ना, they are always striving for कि there should not be any mistake in the work done, with themselves also and with others also. तो उसमें क्या होता है, they themselves are always under stress, and they always tell the other, make the other person also go through hell because of their perfectionist attitude. So this may lead to feel that if you want to do your job done, get it done yourself. Some people have got this habit, they want to do everything on their own. So I will write it here for you. Attitude में perfectionism is something that you will always find कि कुछ लोगों का perfectionist attitude होता है. Perfectionist attitude कुछ हद तक positive होता है, but most of the time it becomes a negative attitude to others also, because they are they're inflicting stress on themselves and on others also. Okay. Now these type of people, they will always say, if you want to get the job done well, do it yourself, because they will not delegate their work to anybody. They will not delegate their work to anybody because they want perfection. For example, there is a man whose name is A. Okay, he is a CEO in a company. Okay, he is a CEO in a company, and he has to attend meeting every day, and so that is why he want that his shirt should be ironed crisp. Shirt should be spot free and should be ironed very nicely. So what does he do? If he is a type A personality, or what you say, perfectionist, he will delegate this work to a washerman, and he will tell that कि iron करके देना, धोबी को बोलेगा. If he is a type B personality, he will wear it the way it is. Okay. But if he's a perfectionist, he will not give it to anybody. Even if he gives it to somebody, he will again open it and iron it himself and then go for the meeting. इतना perfection उनको चाहिए. So उसमें क्या होता है? They waste their time. When the time is short, then again they go to stress. This is how their life cycle is. Okay. Now, next is unrealistic expectation. अच्छा, उससे पहले there is one more attitude. Attitude में there is, एक हो गया मैंने आपको बताया, negative attitude. Second, मैंने आपको बताया there was perfectionist attitude, and then there is yes sir attitude. These type of people, they are not able to say no at all, and then what happens when they don't have time to finish all the work? They are under stress. So you should read this book. There is a book called How to Say No. How to say no. This is very important. Okay, I suggest that you must go through this book. Okay, let me see what is the time, and then we'll take a call whether I will. Yeah, I can take up this. I can finish this today only. Yeah. Then there are unrealistic expectation. Sometimes we expect extra things from ourselves and from others. So those unrealistic. No one is perfect. We know it that we'll not be able to perform better than this. Like this is my benchmark. So uske alawa, if you want to still have something from yourself or somebody else, then that means you are unrealistic about that expectation from yourself and others. You are destined to feel stressed after that, right? Because this is beyond your reach, beyond your capacity to perform. Then you will be stressed. So that is also a cause of stressor. And then you have a cognitive dissonance. What is that? Very important term. Sometimes what happens is there is a gap between what you do and what you think. उसमें क्या होता है? Then we experience cognitive dissonance. It's a very important term, and please understand that एग्जाम्स में इसका क्वेश्चन ज़रूर आता है. When there is a gap between what you think and what you do, actually there is a cognitive dissonance. For example, you think you are a very nice person. You have never said no to anybody. Just now I have given you example how to say no. You never say no to anybody. You try to help everybody out. But now when somebody had approached you and you have said no, now you feel guilty because there is a gap between what you do and what you think. You think that you always help other, but what you have done, you have said no to that person. So there is a gap. So if you have done something wrong to somebody, you will always say, I was not like this, but why did I do that? Dissonance actually occurs when we cannot meet our own commitments, because we have set our own standards. We have said that I am the person who will always be helpful to others, but in a situation you are not able to. Or sometime you are a person who is always telling the truth, but now you have landed up in a situation where if you will tell the truth, your friend lands up in a trouble, isn't it? And many a times it has happened. In a college, for example, I'm giving you a scene. Your friend tells you that when the teacher asks, say that you met a person and that person is having a fever. Now you are a person who never tells a lie, but now when you have to reach college and your teacher asks, where is A? You have to speak a lie or you have to speak a truth. You are in a double mind. There is a cognitive dissonance then. If you say lie, then you are not being truthful to your friend. And if you are saying a truth, then you are not being true to yourself. So this is a situation. We believe we are honest, we are committed, but when circumstances prevent us from meeting our own promises, we are faced with the possibility of being perceived as dishonest or incapable person. So these are also stressors. मैंने तो आपको छोटा एग्जाम्पल दिया. Companies, organization में sometime you happen to see the crime, right? You happen to see that your boss is taking bribe, but you cannot do anything. You are truthful, but you have seen your boss doing something wrong, or you are seeing that boss is flirting with a girl, and you know the boss's wife also. So what is, you are in a state of distress. You are going through stress, whether to confront or whether to keep silent. So these are the different things. Okay, so with this note, I